Yo, so what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about running in the heat, specifically running in Texas heat because it is hot. Brands typically have a few different options when it comes to running shoes, and it's just like, where do you start? Do you go with the most cushion? Do you go with the biggest? What is heel drop? What is all this stuff, right? So I just want to kind of make it simple for you, running in the Texas heat. Well, if you're in Texas or the hotter states, what to look for when you picking out running shoes. So for instance, like Ghost 13, and it's a phenomenal shoe. They got a 14 that just released, um, and it looks great. I haven't got it yet, but going off of the 13, super comfy shoe. But I will say it's not the most breathable when it comes to running in hotter states. When you start to sweat, for me, I'm a big sweater, and the sweat drips down my legs, and my socks be soaked. And this shoe is just so cushioned that it tends to hold a lot of the sweat. So you can see it's a really padded tongue. Here's some of the stats right here. Big, soft liner, which is great for long runs, but when it's cooler outside. So when it's hot, like I said, you sweating, this definitely holds tons of water. But it's a good shoe, but it has a purpose. Now we'll go to something like the Lunch 8s. Lunch 8s, you could tell the difference just in the material. So this is a much bigger shoe than the 8. Very minimal, and the material is really breathable. Also, it has sweat wicking material that lets the moisture like evaporate out the shoe. And like I said, it's not as padded as like the Lunch or as the Ghost. So you can definitely look at the thickness. I don't know if y'all can see it. So there's that one. That one's not that thick. Boom. So like I said, the Ghost is a great shoe, but it has a purpose. Now, a lot of people may say, well, that shoe's not that comfortable compared to the Ghost. Now, this is technically a speed shoe, a faster shoe, says speed on the inside. But that doesn't mean you can't take this out for a longer run, and of course the faster runs. But you just want to make sure that when you picking out a shoe, and this for those hotter months, you want to make sure like feel around the material, kind of make sure like the parts where you would normally sweat, like for me, I sweat on top of my foot. So just kind of feel around and see, how the materials feel. If it's really soft and it feels really good, 9 times out of 10, you don't necessarily want to go with that shoe unless, like I said, you're in those colder states, or it's that time of year. But for the hotter times, you want to make sure like it's really minimal, really thin. It's not too much to the shoe, and that's why I like the Lunch 8. You still get a little bit of comfortability and style. This is a cool looking shoe, but it's not gonna hold the moisture from your sweat. So that's the Lunch 8. It's definitely one of my go-to trainers. It's really rugged. It's held up for the few times that I've worn it. I used to go to the Hyperion Tempo. Hyperion Tempo is great, but I just feel like the Lunch 8 has a little bit more cushion than the Tempo, but the Tempo is really thin. Like this upper is basically, it's nothing. It's just there on your foot. Like I said, if you're someone who's looking for cushion, this might not be the shoe for you. For those faster or those longer runs, you might want to go with the Lunch 8. The weight, the Tempo is way lighter than the 8, but not by that much. But anyway, you kind of want to look at something that's, like I said, minimal. And then look at this tongue. This is basically, it's just, look at that, nothing. It's got a little cushion right here where it will sit on your foot bone right there. Other than that, it's got a little bit more padding in the back for your Achilles as well as the 8. So you can kind of tell, tell the difference. The Tempo is actually wider than the 8. And they're about the same. Well, actually the Tempo It's more cushion than the 8. But like I said, man, this is definitely, both of these are good shoes. And they're faster shoes, I get it. You might be new to running, you might have a slower pace and not be able to get the full effects of this one, because at higher speeds, faster speeds, that's where this one shines. This one, you don't necessarily have to be at those higher tempo to experience all the technology out of this one. So that's why I like the Launch 8. It's a fun shoe. They just dropped some fun colors. You see this one got the green bottom, the green hints. But like I said, when you're looking for a summertime shoe, definitely want to make sure you pick up the shoe. First and foremost, you go get fitted for shoes. And then once you get fitted, you kind of know what you're looking for. But you want to feel around the shoe, see if it's a lot of cushion in it, test it out on your foot. And if it's super duper comfortable, like plush, then you know automatically. If you're a big sweater like me, the shoe's gonna hold sweat. And also the material, so you know cloth holds water, but these are, it's a different type of material, so you know once you start to sweat, then it'll kind of evaporate as you go. But anyway, enough talking, I'm just rambling. 2 shoes that definitely look forward to. I know they're older, they came out, well this color just came out this year, but this shoe came out last year, and this one came out in 2019, but still great shoes. This one has about 60 miles on it, you can't even tell, and this one has about 20 miles on it, but still overall good shoe, especially running in summertime like it is here in Texas, where it's 100 degrees, 97 degrees, all that kind of good stuff. So I just want to get on here, share that with you guys. Hopefully this video helped. Again, man, let's get these miles. Stay tuned for the next video, and we out of here. Peace.